gonna do a little tutorial on one trick. I think everybody wants to know how to do a rolling burnout, man.
Yes.
So Jay's gonna coach me on how to do one. So yeah, man, just give me step-by-steps on things that you might think that a little bit easier, or you know, like what I should do, the basics.
So we're gonna do a standstill burnout, right?
Okay.
But you're gonna stand still, keep your feet on the ground, and that's how you progressively, we're gonna start with that step first, without the bike being on. We're gonna hold the clutch down, and we're gonna put our 2 fingers on the front brake, and then roll your wrist back a little bit so you feel the throttle move, right? You're gonna bring your butt up off the seat and your tippy toes up to try to unweight the back so you can get the back tire to break loose. So let's try, let's turn the bike on right now. You can feel the back end lift. You see how the back end lifts? I'm not gonna sit on it, right? I'm gonna let it come up. And then as I'm letting the clutch out, I'm gonna give it a little bit more gas and break the rear tire loose. Front brake, clutch out, a little bit more gas, unweight the rear. There you go, you got yourself a burnout. That same deal that you're doing right now, standing still, we're gonna be doing it rolling.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a little bit trickier because you're gonna try to hit the brake when you don't wanna hit the brake too much. You kinda wanna keep the bike rolling and then unweight the tail so then we can roll the bike. Right now we're holding the brake to keep the bike still.
Right.
But on a rolling burnout, you wanna be able to roll the bike, right? So you don't wanna hold a full hand of brakes. You wanna have enough consistency in the rolling burnout that your brakes are locked, but not locked. Okay. So you wanna hold the bike, give it more gas, the tire breaks loose, and we're gonna ride that. We're gonna ride that rolling
So
burnout.
it's kind of like a wheelie when you hit balance point. Like you're trying to hit that perfect point, and where you don't have too much brake where it's gonna like mousetrap you. But you want to have enough.
Not too much and not too little. So you want to be right in the middle of the wheelie.
Okay.
Just like in the rolling burnout. So let's try that 2 more times. Same deal. Unweight the back.
So we're gonna move over to the second step now. So just walk us through, once you kind of get down, being able to hold the brake, hold the front brake, give it throttle, release the clutch, and get the tire spinning. What's like the next move for the rolling burnout?
So the next move for the rolling burnout, now that we got the front brake, throttle, and clutch release at the same time, plus unweighting the rear end. Now we're gonna ride the bike. We're gonna ride the bike and do the same movements, but without doing the rolling burnout. So while I'm riding the bike, say I have both feet on my bike and I'm riding it, right? As I'm riding it, I'm gonna unweight my butt off the seat and I'm gonna push my weight forward.
Okay.
So now that I'm pushing my weight forward, the weight, it's not center anymore. So now you don't have no weight. You have all the weight over the front of the bike. So now you can perform the first step, which is hold the brake, give it gas, and release the clutch to get the tire spinning.
Okay.
Now we're gonna perform that second step. So we're gonna roll it back. Let's get rolling. Start the bike. So now we're gonna take off. Take off with me. Okay, we're gonna unweight the back end and we're gonna look forward. Now hold the front brake so we're not going as fast, right? Feel that, and you wanna weight it just like that. Perform the first step as we're doing this. Perfect position. All right, we're gonna turn around. So now, as we're doing it slowly but surely, we're gonna dump the clutch a little bit and try to slow the bike down to break loose the rear tire. Just ride the clutch until you feel the back tire spin. You don't want to ride the clutch too much because then you'll burn your clutch out right away. So you kind of want to dump it and get used to dumping the clutch. So the same deal as in turning the bike on, right? And then dumping the clutch right there. Like get used to that. Because when we're rolling, we want to be up over the bike and then we're rolling, right? Or like I would do, right? Is another form of trying to do this is holding the brake here, getting the bike to do the burnout already, as you can see it's doing a burnout, and then take it off slowly, and actually take it off with the brake. You're holding the front brake down, you're giving it gas, you're unweighting the rear. Now you have it, and the back tire just wants to go that way, right? So now you gotta hold the bike and kind of walk it forward. A little bit more gas, right? You give it a little bit more gas, then you can unweight everything up front. So right here we have ourselves a rolling burnout. So now I'm focused, I'm going forward. I can turn the bars and walk the bike wherever, which way I want to go. I want to go left, I go left. I want to go right, I go right.
What RPM were you like going at when you're rolling?
I'm doing that like 4,000, but we can actually record it right now. As I unweight it, now I'm gonna have the bike close to like four grand. This is comfortable for me to take off and not be worried about the back tire sticking or holding me back. So right now, this is the perfect time to put my foot up and take off with the bike. As you can see, I'm putting my foot up, and now I'm gonna release the brake just enough to start going. You learned the simple first step, the second step. Now we're gonna go into the third and fourth and final step of Rolling Burnout. Now get on the pegs. Right over the front. There we go. Let's go! You already know what it is. Shout out Impaktech. Peace.